Off on a date, bro? Have a good Saturday? What do you mean you're off on a date? You said you're going to Twitch London. That ain't a date, fam. You're going to meet your you're going to meet your favorite streamer. Just because you've got a 10,000 bit badge in our chat doesn't make it a date, Rob. Idiot, fam. This guy. This guy thinks it's a fucking date. What's their name? Amaranth. You know my missus' mum and dad, my missus' mum and dad, you know they're anti-vaxxers. I forgot to tell you, yeah? I forgot to actually tell you that my missus' mum is also she's also a climate change denier. Swear on jar, I swear to God. I swear. Must be fun conversations between you and them. Nah, they're not, because our mum's not confrontational at all. So, they're like, bro, I'm one of those people, right, that I can't keep my mouth shut. When someone says something real dumb in a situation like that, I have to say something. So whenever we go around theirs for, like, dinner, her nan's a fucking donkey brain as well. Legit got rot in her head. And, it'll be like me, Emily, her sister's fiance, her mum, her dad, and her grandma. And her grandma's one of those people that's like, you know, one of those old people that's just like casually racist and xenophobic, but don't ever think they're being racist or xenophobic. Even though they have a real problem with the owner of the shop being Indian. You know what I mean? One of those people. And it's like, what? She's one of those people. And yeah, like we'll be sat around the dinner table and she'll pipe up a conversation like this. This woman is a donut. Like, I'm not talking donut as in like, she's not a Krispy Kreme fam. She's like a fucking co-op 10 jam donuts reduction for 99p kind of donut. Like proper melonhead. Donkey. Like stale and shit. And we'll be sat around the dinner table and she'll start a conversation that is basically just her. It's gonna be just a fucking verbal diatribe of bigotry. And the last time I was there, she started this conversation. The agenda was set. And I always find it really, really weird in these family situations because me as somebody that can't shut my mouth, that has to basically sit there and be like, okay, I'm now going to put you in a logical corner. And she's going to sit there going, beep, beep, boop, 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 I am a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? She's going to end up, that's the situation. She's going to end up thinking she's a fucking idiot, but she still won't, you know, she still won't think what she said's wrong. I feel like as the person that can't shut up, I am vilified more than the person that's actually saying a racist thing. Do you anyone in my chat resonate with that? The old family member can say whatever, but as soon as you call out, it's like, oh, let's not argue. Oh, shall we not? Shall we say, oh, it's dinner time. They just said they hated black people. And now you're telling me off for saying that's wrong? What? Like, what? That's basically what happens, isn't it? Anyone feel that? Yeah. So I took a different approach to it this time, and we sat there, and I'm cutting up my potato, I'm cutting into my turkey and my Yorkshire pudding, and then Nan said something that I knew was basically the beginning. It was a segue into bigotry, and I just dropped my knife and fork, and I went, excellent. It's that time of the night for the racism, the bigotry, and the hatred. And then everyone just shut the fuck up and we ate our dinner. No one said anything after that. I'm just sat there. Emily's mum and dad are like... Emily's like, oh. Her nan's awkwardly laughing. I wouldn't pull something like that ever, really. I fucking... You know what I mean? No one in my family does that kind of shit, but when I go to Emily's house, that shit happens, so... Not my elders, innit, fam? Disrespect? Fucking... Fuck, bro. Fuck buying into the notion of disrespecting elders, you know what I mean? I don't think people should be respected purely in virtue of their age. You should be respected in virtue of your values and your beliefs. It doesn't... I don't give a fuck if you're 16 or you're 74, you know what I mean? If you're being a cunt, you're being a cunt, and you need to be told you're being a cunt. You guys never see Emily, innit? Like, I talk about Emily a lot, but you guys never really see or, like, you never hear from Emily, you know what I mean? Emily never comes on the stream, makes an appearance. She never sits there and streams with me. Alright, what do you reckon? What do you reckon in Skidmas? Emily and I, this is obviously, I have to get her to consent to this as well, but Emily and I get on stream and we do a duo stream together. I don't even know how she looks. You don't know how she looks? Have you ever seen Star Wars? Yeah? She looks like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, that was the dream anyway. I had a dream that we were going to visit you, and we were on a private jet, and the pilot warned us prior to us taking off that the private jet is extremely small, and it's basically volatile to crashes because it was such a small private jet. So any amount of turbulence could cause problems, but the flight itself, if there were no issues, would be super fast. And then he was like, but you do have an opportunity to go on a slightly bigger private jet. It will be an additional hour of travel time, but you'll be 100% safe. And I'm like, well, we'll go on that one then, fam. And I was with a couple of people. I can't even remember who they were in my dream, but they were like, nah, I can't be bothered to wait another hour. I'm like, you mad? And they just wouldn't allow it. And I had to get on this shit plane. I was strapped in like a fucking... Bruv, you know those shoe measuring things? Where you put your foot in that shoe thing and they're like... Brrr, brrr, and it measures your shoe. It was like that for my whole body. I was in like a stretcher. I was in like a fucking medieval stretching thing. Like... Brrr, because there were no seats. You had to lay flat. Weird. Has Emily come on for a duo stream? The only thing Emily has ever come on is her period. Why have I said that? Just tuned in. And you've already laughed. You're on my Discord stream in 4K? Who the fuck are you streaming to? You're on my Zoom call. I'm in a PTA meeting with management. Just came from Chaz's stream. What was that? Chadwick, yeah, that's you. Callum. Drunk man mode, that's Lockie, Giggsy, Ginge, RJP, 73. Yep, Spaghetti and Tony, the big two. I was just talking about, I don't know, man. Honestly, today's stream has been a Mazzolini. It's been good. All those count as one view? That's kind of a piss take, isn't it, Chaz? Can you get... Cunt, is your hair straightened? Nah, I washed it last night, Tony. But I went to bed in it, so it's just like... I just flattened it out, innit? I look like that guy from... what's that movie? No Country for Old Men. I don't write them down. My mum did buy me a dream journal to try and get me to lucid dream, but if I start lucid dreaming, I'm going to get even hornier because all I'm going to do is fuck chicks. All I'm going to do, if I figure out how to actually control lucid dreaming, all I'm going to do is shag and fly. I'm going to be like a fucking... I'm going to be like Peter Pan on steroids, you know what I mean? I didn't see that part of Never Never Land. You didn't watch the Michael Jackson trial? Seeing girls on Tinder that are 21 and knowing they're 2000s babies is weird as fuck. I had a dream last night. What's the app where girls have to message you first? Is it Bumble? It's Bumble, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I had a dream last night that I was on Bumble. Tinder for me? Oh, fuck off, Chaz, you stupid fat cunt. You've had one match on Tinder in your entire life and she had 4 teeth. I had a dream that I was on Bumble last night. I had a dream I was on Bumble last night and I was trying to find a woman to have a threesome with Emily. And I'd set my bio like looking for a woman to fuck me and my missus. And this is another dream I remember. And Emily came into my office and I'm sat there like this. For some reason in my dream, my monitors were really high up. So I was like that. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just on this dating app, Emily, trying to find a bloke to shag you. And all the pictures were just porn thumbnails of women. I can't take you seriously when you look like a 9-year-old. You don't take 9-year-olds seriously. He was talking about Adwam, relax. Adwam's showing himself. Adwam looks like a Viking warrior. If the Viking warrior sold infernal capes instead of going to the gym, I don't know. Yo, Pilsen, thank you for the 22 months. I broke up with my girlfriend and got off my meds like you said. I didn't say any of that. Wait, Sean, weren't you married? I swear you and your... What? I'm trolling, cunt. Fuck you, I'm still with the missus. You need to dump that bitch. So, what was it that made your missus make a Twitch account, Trackies? Sorry, I should say Hannah. Your missus is a little bit derogatory, isn't it? It kind of others her. She's not her own person, she's your missus. Kind of plays into a misogynistic narrative by which you're the owner. I don't like that kind of language, actually. So, sorry, I'll change it up. What made your bird make a Twitch account? You're such an idiot. Does anyone remember when Harry Silver, her boyfriend Callum, and me went on a fucking bar crawl on an IRL stream, and then she tried to scoot home on an electric scooter and fell off? Mad! That stream was jokes. It was funny as fuck, wasn't it? I couldn't believe when I saw that. That waiter. When those chavs beat you up, Ginge, do you remember one of the last times we were hanging out at fucking J2X's gaff? And you were pinching my arm like a fucking 2-year-old child without his diaper in. Weird little cunt. Great, now he's crying in Discord. You know what he was doing, CJ? I was sat there. I'd never met Simon's missus before. And I'm sat there having a conversation with Simon and his new missus. And Ginge is sat on the arm of a chair behind me. Right? And every time I tried to talk, he's pinching the back of my arm like this as hard as he physically can. And I'm going, what are you doing? And he goes, and I'm like, right. So I'm like, yeah, as I was saying, like, you know, nice to meet you. Rah, rah, rah. And then I just feel it again, like, bro, I'm not even joking. I went home and I woke up the next day and I just had purple circles all over the back of my arm where this fucking ogre was slapping me around while I was trying to have a conversation. No fucking need for it. Ginge, do you remember when we were in that bar with EVScape the night before RuneScape? Not gonna lie, I was fucked. Really? I thought you were Stone Cold Steve Austin. Nah, I'm actually gonna say it. Ginge, you're a fucking moron. Nah, as much as I love Ginge, I don't give a fuck. This guy is a spanner. He's a fucking idiot. Every single time I meet up with this cunt, he gets so drunk that he becomes a liability. Look at this video. I'm gonna find it. Can't remember if I tweeted it or if Emily tweeted it, but I'm gonna find the video. He came to my birthday house party, yeah? And before 9 PM in the evening, this cunt was so drunk that I had to deadlift him off of my kitchen floor. How mad is that? I can't even find the video. Who tweet? I can't find the fucking video. You're gonna have to live without it. I'm sorry, boys. But I had to deadlift him off a kitchen floor because this cunt was vomiting. He kept. So if you guys are new here or you don't know Ginge for some reason, he has prosthetic legs, and he turns up to my house and he takes off both of his legs and he's just sat on one of the bar stools in the kitchen. He's got both of his fucking legs off. This is before it's even 8 o'clock, right? And he's going, does anyone want to do a shoey? I'm a leggy. See you later, Giggsy. Take care. Does anyone want to do a leggy? I'm doing a leggy. And he just keeps filling up his prosthetic legs with beers like they're shoes and launching them. And he did so many that before 9 o'clock at night, he was chundering everywhere. Gremlin. Respect, not going to lie. Ginger's a funny lad. He's one of my favourites, to be fair. Can't believe Giggsy unsubbed from me, the stupid cunt. Surely you did a leggy? Nah, Nicole, I smelt the inside of this cunt's prosthetic leg and it smelt like it. Oh my god. Nah, I ain't doing a leggy out of that shit. Okay, how's this picture? This was the same night. I've gone in to... Yeah. So this is after Ginge had got paralytic drunk and passed out. I walked into the dining room and I found this. He'd gone, but his legs were there. I didn't know where he was, but his legs were stood up in the dining room. Man had Harry Potter's invisibility cloak on a summit. I don't know. Legend. Is that a medium clue reward? Top 10 murder mystery cold cases. Mad.